Thanks for joining me today on my channel. And if you'd like to see how we got all of these pieces to what they are right now, follow along. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I have a few little things here that I want to kind of just work on for our next project. These two came in an old jewelry haul that I got off of Mercari, which is an app that you can download on your phone and buy and sell things. But these came in the jewelry haul. You'll see that on my channel, and it was done, let's see, 2 videos ago. You'll see that one, and then another jewelry haul that I got. And what I want to do with these is take like this little rhinestone thing here out. I'm going to take these off of here. I'm going to clean the glue up and alcohol ink this and just change the color. This is a barrette, so that should look nice when I'm all finished, hopefully. Well, we'll see. And then this one here is a clasp that no longer has the clasp part, so I'm going to try to figure out how to, oh look, bead just fell out. I'm going to try to figure out how to alcohol ink it and maybe put some rhinestones on it, but also throw some sort of a piece of leather through here so that it stays on for a bracelet. So we'll do that. And then this, you probably saw this in one of my first videos that I did, and I've been looking for a rhinestone for the center. Now this is an adjustable ring, and it's probably, I don't even know how old it is. It was in with the other jewelry that was old, so I'm assuming it was old. It may not be, but I just love it. I think it's so cute, and I'm going to, I have a rhinestone that's going to fit here, and that's what I'm going to put in, and I'll show you how we do that. So I will be right back with that supplies. Okay, so I have two options here. I have a regular rhinestone, and then I have a rhinestone that is like a burnt orange color, and I think I'm going to go with this one just because it looks like more of a statement when I have that color in the middle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll put that color in there. It would have been nice to have like a dark pink or purple, but hey, I'm not going to, beggars can't be choosers, right? So I'm going to use my this is GS Hypo Cement. I thought it was E6000, sorry. And if I can get the lid off, there we go. And I'm going to place glue in the center right here. Pretty good little drop of it in there. Okay. And I like to let this sit for a minute or two anyway, so that's how long it's probably going to take me to get the lid on this, because I have to jam the little pointy thing inside. Oh my gosh. I can't even see it. And come on. This is why my lid was glued on. Let's get these on, shall we? Reading glasses. It's right there. There we go. Okay, I'll put that in there. And I'm glad I didn't drip the glue all over the place since I had it sideways. I'm going to take my little, this is a fingernail file with a little bit of an eraser, the kneading erasers that you get in the art supply store. That's on here because it holds on to the rhinestone, and then I'm just going to place it right on the glue. Oh look, it's sideways. That's great. Okay. And what can I use to move this around? This is just a little piece of wire. Oh, there we go. Now it's in there. Okay, so then we're going to set this aside, let it dry, and then I'm going to wear it. I'm so excited about that. Okay, so we'll put this right over here. Actually, I want to set it somewhere where it's not going to be tilted. That would not be good. So I'll put it in this little dish. Hopefully it'll stay upright. Okay, so for this piece, I'm going to take my fingernail file and I'm going to just pry underneath these little bead things and pop them out. Oh, look, that's good. The glue is really old, so it doesn't take much effort. You just want to be careful if you've got a piece like this that you're trying to pry stuff out of. Try not to stab yourself. It might be good to use gloves or, you know, just be, I don't even know how to make it safer. Just be really careful. Let's see if I can get that extra glue out. And then this one feels loose. Take that out. And take that out. Okay, so now we have this. And I'm going to soak this in some water and see if we can get the rest of this stuff off. And there's my Ripley. Hello, Rippy. I tell you, these dogs, they like to create excitement so that I go in the house because they think I should be in the house with them. So before I soak it, I'm going to try to get this little piece out. This is just that extra piece. So here is where the clasp would have been, or the second piece of the clasp to hold it together. This here would allow me to put like a 3-strand bead thing on there. Oh, there we go, I got it. Okay. I'm just going to pull all this hardware out. If I can, let's see. It sounds like the neighborhood's talking to each other, all the puppies. See, I almost stabbed myself. You got to be careful with what you're using to pry with. But we live in an area where we've got acre lots, so it's very rural. Hi, baby. And the dogs can't get out of our yard, but they definitely like to talk. So they're all out there barking at each other. And that's fine. That's what dogs do. They're just having conversations. Oh, got it. Just like that. Okay, so that's that. So now I want to put this in some water and soap and let it soak for a minute and see if we can get all the glue off. We'll do the best we can anyway. And then we're going to find some leather or some sort of cording, and I'm going to try to string it through here. And then we're going to paint it with the alcohol ink, and hopefully we'll have something pretty. We'll set those aside for now. And then the other project I have is this right here. So this is a barrette. It's metal. These are plastic pearls, and I think I'm just going to leave them because I don't know that I'll be able to find anything that would be able to fit there, so that's fine. There's glue under here, and I am going to try to soak some of this too. But for now, I'm going to see if I can pry some of that out. It feels like somebody used like hot glue or something in here. So yucky. There's that. Okay. See if we can get that off. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my rooster's making the weirdest noise ever. Oh, this yard. We got a lot of stuff going on. Between the chickens making noise and the dogs making noise. That's okay. See if I can get this out. It's a lot of gooey gooey glue. You know what I just noticed? I can take this whole thing apart. Alright, I'm not going to take that part. I'm going to take the butterfly off because I can always put the butterfly back on with the glue. So we can clean that out. And I'm just using my my pliers here to pull that glue out because it's kind of rubbery. So I thought, well, maybe I can just yank it off. I don't know. Get it out of there. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of this out. So I'm going to get some soapy water and I'm going to let it set in there for a little bit. And use my little brush and clean it off and see what we got. Hopefully we don't remove the pearls, but if we do, I can glue those back on. So, alright, that's what I'm going to do next. So I'll be back. Sorry, my camera's going crazy there. Okay, we're back, and these have soaked for a little bit. I was able to get most of the glue off right there. These little pieces belong to this barrette, and I will glue this back on. You know, I may have to break out the E6000, but I'm going to try to use this GS Hypo Cement. And then this also was a piece that I found waiting to be worked on. I found it in another video and I thought I'd like to see what this relief does with the ink. So I'm just going to give it a quick little scrub. Make sure we get all the dirt off. Rinse it off. That's nice and shiny. I want to take the chain off here. And it's not coming because this jump ring is too big. So let's go ahead and open that up and just take it off. Okay, where's another pair of pliers? Let's get my needle nose here. Okay, so just open that up, take it off. I'll set this down here because, you know, we might want to put it back on this chain. In that case, I can put the jump ring back on, or another one, that's fine too. My chickens. They're not getting along tonight for some reason. So one of the things I did notice with this is the coating on these pearls are coming off. So instead of trying to take them off and find something else that's going to go there, because I don't think I have anything that would fit, I'm going to paint them with the alcohol ink. So let's see, what color do we want? Let's do this one first. And you see I have little pearls here. Those are going to go into this clasp. All right, I do want to, let's do a base coat of a color. See, this part here is still attached, so I'm fine with that, except it's wet underneath. Get the soap out, because I'm going to run the ink underneath there anyway, so that's fine. Oop. Oh my gosh. Okay, I dropped something every video so far. Dropsies is a thing. Okay. So again, alcohol ink. This is called Intrigue. It's a pearl, so it has a little bit of a sparkly finish on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it right onto that. Move these out of the way, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And we're experiencing this together. So I'm very new to using the alcohol ink. I'm an expert at nothing. So let's see how this does. So I'm just going to put it on here. And on here. It's just going to flow into the cracks. Make sure I get it all over there. Okay. Get it all into the white part, and it's pretty saturated under there. So that's good. That looks nice. It dries pretty fast too. I mean, it's pretty much dry. Probably a little, well, I'm not going to check it, but it looks, you know, it looks pretty good right there. Let's do some of this pearl. Actually, no, I want this color. This is a pearl also, which makes it shiny. It's called Sublime. It's really green. I want to go for a more antique-y kind of look. So we're going to put this here. And on here. That has got to be my grandson. He is 16 and has just figured out Snapchat. Let's see, we're going to go a little bit farther out. There we go. So now you can see it. Let that dry for a second. That looks pretty darn good with the green. Patina, it says. So let's keep going. I think I'll put a little bit here. There. A little bit here. And I'm okay if it goes around the pearl. That's fine. I'd like it to be really super messy all over the place, so, and you'll see what I'm talking about. When hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. layer on the colors there. Okay. Sorry for the shadow, guys. Okay. Now I want to add a little bit of purple over the pearls, so I'm hoping that the pink shows through. We'll see, because I'm going to do something else with it besides try to stain my table. Okay, so see how it's covered? All right, now so it kind of does a light pink, light pinky purple kind of color. Let's see what happens when we do that. Get the excess off. Ooh, that looks kind of like a Mardi Gras kind of thing, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I'm totally making myself pink and purple. Okay, so that'll be pretty. I'll glue that on there. I'm going to let this dry for a little bit. And here's the little butterfly. And I think I'd like to have the butterfly be the patina color. Sorry about that. Let's put the patina color on the butterfly. I'm going to do both sides of the butterfly. Ooh, let's do purple underneath the butterfly. Sorry, jumping around. Okay, let's do purple underneath the butterfly. Okay. Tiny dab here, tiny dab there. Pink, pink. Well, I have successfully made a huge mess, so Let me see if I can get it a little closer so you can see what I did. Okay, so there's the butterfly. And that's going to dry. And then here's the barrette. And I'll glue this here so that stays. I'll put a little more purple there and there. Move that out of frame. Let's do this. A little more purple. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come back to this and assemble it. Okay, so for this project, I'm going to put a pearl in the center. That's kind of got a purple tinge to it. And then I'm going to put natural pearls all the way around that are a light pink. So to contrast that, I think I'd like to do pink. Okay, here we go. And basically all I'm doing is just kind of letting the ink, you know, do its own thing. It's going down the cracks and crevices on its own. Okay. I want to kind of get the bottom where the bead is going to go, and these are beads that I'm going to be using, and I'll try to maneuver them so you don't see the little holes for them. But I think that's that. I don't know if I want to add any more other colors. But I do like that patina. I think I'm going to let this one dry. Okay. And then, let me rinse my hands off. And now we want to do this one. So, I would like the pattern to show through this. And when I was thinking about this earlier, I was imagining it with the purple to begin with, which is amethyst. So we're going to put that right here. Just see how it fills up. So basically I put the 1 or 2 drops in there, and now I'm just taking the tip to spread it around. Okay. Same thing on the back. And the material for this pendant, I believe, is pewter. That's what it feels like. Cheap, in other words. Okay, so there's that. I believe I'd like to use a little bit of silver. So let me see if I can get that real fast without bumping the table like crazy. And this is that rub and buff that we used before. It's just a silver pigment something. It smells like oil paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub it. And I don't care that it's not dry. I just want to get that relief. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get most of that off. Well, now it's silver. So let's be creative. There we go. So what I'm doing is I'm dabbing it with the purple. Kind of putting it back. See what happens when we do this. It's all an experiment for me, honestly. Kind of gave it a really light color. Okay. All right. That's pretty, but that's not exactly what I was going for. So, okay, let's try this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Let's try this one. Just along an edge. And since we're on a roll, a little pink here. Okay, so we've kind of layered it. Looks kind of antique-y. Okay, that's more of the look that I was looking for. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let that dry. The lid's back on these. Okay. All right. So that's looking pretty good. It kind of finished with a pearl color finish. Let's clean. I'm going to clean this up a bit. It's just water. It's actually leaving that silver on it too. Okay, that works. But now, since I did it to one, I had to do it to all. I think I'm going to do that too. Just give it a little hint of another color. I would expect that the gold color will come through it eventually, but that looks pretty cool. I like that. So we'll put the pearls in here in just a minute. So we have this one that I'm just going to let dry. I think it's pretty much done. This one here, we need to glue it all back together and put some rhinestones on it. So let me move these over here. I don't know if you can hear the chirping, but that's quail. They're wild in my yard, and they're so stinking cute. Okay, so we'll put that here. These are going to go here. And see, this is already almost dried. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing it back together. Again, I'm going to use the GS Hypo Cement. Go see what I'm doing here. Let's put that right there. Give that a second to dry. I'm just going to hold it for a couple seconds. This may not work. I may have to go to something a little bit more tacky. We shall see. Put a little more glue on there. Oh, there goes the glue. And I'm going to put that, if I can get the thing back in. Okay. So, I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll come back to it, just because I don't want it to move. Okay, so that wasn't holding very well, so I got the E6000 right here, and I put it on here, and it's getting a little tacky, so now I'm going to put it right here. Hopefully that will hold it a little better. I still want to give it a chance to dry, so I'll be back. Okay, so while that is drying, I'm going to attempt to put this butterfly back on here. I'm going to just put a bunch of glue right here in the middle. That way it also will give it strength as it's drying. And now I see why they had so much glue on it. They probably were trying to keep it all together. So let's put this little butterfly right in the middle. Hopefully everything will hold together. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. Except for one thing, I need more green on those wings. So I'm just going to try to barely put in just a teeny bit of green. On the end. Teeny tiny bit. Okay, we'll let that dry. I'll stop messing with it now. I think I just got the stuff off. I just took the pink off. We'll see how that looks when it dries. I like it so far. I would totally wear this. So, all right. I'll probably let this dry overnight, then we can finish it tomorrow. So I'm going to set this aside. Just let it sit there. Now for this, I would like to put the pearls in. So first I'm going to find one that I think will look good there. In the middle, not that one. I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of this GS Hypo Cement right in the center. And then just place that right in the center. Right there. I'm going to be very, very careful as I put these pearls in. I want them to sit in a certain spot. I do not want them to have the bead area show. So let me put a couple, let me get some glue here for the first three and let it sit for a second while I put them on there. You guys missed how I tried to get the lid off earlier, because I did glue it on, just as I suspected I would. Now these are pearls. They are freshwater, I believe. They have a little tiny bit of a pink tinge to them. Let's see. I want the holes going this way. What I don't want is to have glue everywhere so you can see it on the bead itself. just like that. And see, I put the bead right where you can see the hole at the top. Exactly what I did not want. So I'm going to take that off. Let's see if I can use this to pick it up. It didn't pick up the other pearl very well when I tried it earlier. There. Now release. Nope. There we go. If I get glue everywhere, I'm taking this off, starting over. Okay, two. We have two. It's very stringy tonight. Okay, and I can wipe off all the glue, so that's not even a concern. What is a concern is if I glue this lid back on here. That is a pain in the butt to get off. That one's glue. Okay. Let me use this. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Set it right there. Oh, hey, I wish I would have picked that up the first go around. So I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. School is almost ready to start here where I live. It'll be good for the kiddos to get back into a routine. So there we go. I don't have any little ones at my house, but I know that the neighborhood kids like their school, so that's good. We have a great bunch of teachers. We have a great principal at the high school here. You know, I just love it. So okay, so there's that. So we're going to let that dry. And then I cannot wait to show you what I decided for the band. But I'll have to wait till this dries. So I will be back. Okay, so things have had a chance to dry a little bit. It's still a little tacky, but I wanted to kind of get through more of this. I'm happy with this piece, just to recap. And I'm very happy with this piece. And I'm going to let it go overnight, and then tomorrow we'll make a bracelet out of it. Or at least I'll show you how the clasp goes. That might be another video, we'll see. Then this here, I am going to I'm going to glue one more thing to it. I have some rhinestones here. And I first thought about doing a square. So let's see what this looks like. It actually looks pretty good. I just don't think it'll set. You'd have to put too much glue, which is what got us to the problem in the beginning. They had way too much glue on it. So then I have this from the ring that I didn't use. So if you remember the beginning of this video, I did this and I put the stone in here. I tried this one, but I went with this instead, which that would have looked good on this one as well, but I only have these two, so I think I'm going to go with this right there. So now we have to figure out the gluing situation, because we don't want it to have a bunch of glue. Or do we want to put 3 little rhinestones? Let's look at this idea. So if you saw the end of the other video that I did, just the last one before this, I got a whole little baggie of rhinestones, and I spent a few minutes today separating them so that I have like in color, so they're color coordinated. So let's see, this one is that it's kind of like got a Mardi Gras feel. So let's see, we've got this pretty little guy, which kind of matches this little pink one. Hi, dragonfly. I have a dragonfly in here. That's pretty cool. I'm like, what's flying around? So yeah, I think we're going to do those. I bet you I could get 3. It's been quite the adventure here with all the different animal noises, and the dogs in and out, and the chickens going off, and now I have a dragonfly. So that's cool. I feel like a Disney princess. Okay, so now I'm going to put some glue in the middle of this butterfly. And hopefully we won't just totally mess this up. Okay, so there's 1, 2, I'll just put a little bit there. And I think we could probably get 3 on there. So if I can get the lid back on. I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm shocked by that actually. So my fancy little gooey end here goes right onto the fingernail file. Okay, so let's go this guy first. And I'll put you right there. Hopefully I didn't get my head in the way. And it's not coming off. Okay. I had a teeny piece of wire. Where was it? Over here. You guys are here for the process of this. We'll use this. Okay, we're going to use this giant piece of wire. Okay, there's one. And these are reused rhinestones that I got from that lot of rhinestones. And there's 2. Those look pretty. Except what happened to the 3rd one? There we go. And right there. Okay. So now I'm going to straighten them out because they have to be straight. Otherwise it'll drive me crazy. And then I'll have to take them apart. No. Oh, dude. Okay. Well, those are definitely glued. We got glue under there and glue under there. Maybe it's a good thing that I only have two. Wonder what it would look like if we put a pink one right there. Oh, like it's a little head. I like the detail of that. I'm going to leave it and see what it looks like in the morning. I don't think it's glued down. Nope, it's just hanging out. Oops, except it's upside down. Okay, we can't put it upside down. We have to have it right side up. All right, I'll put a little glue because I can always take them off. I hope. If I don't like it. Okay, and let's see if we can get this back in there. I have my reading glasses on too, and I just can't see it. And this stinks like a model airplane. There we go. Got it. All right. Now let's see if we can figure out the right side for this. Okay, that's the bottom. This is the top. And there we go. Do I want to use pink though? Decisions. Do I want to use a shiny, whoop, there goes the light. Do I want to use a shiny rhinestone? Just a pretty little rhinestone? Let's see. Let's use this pretty little rhinestone right there. Oh, 6 of them. Only need one. I also have black, but I don't think that would show up. All right. I'll just try to make a choice. I like to bling things out though. And come on. Well, I got it stuck on there. That's good. Like a lot. Stuck on there a lot. Okay. Come off. Come off. Oh, that's it. Right there. I like that. Okay, so now we're going to just tap, 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 tap. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I considered putting pearls there and there, but let's just let it sit. I know I've said that I'm going to leave it sitting overnight for a minute, but I mean it this time. So there's that. Then this we'll work on tomorrow. When I come back, we'll work on this. I figured out what I'm going to do for I guess it's not really a clasp. Yeah, I guess it would be the clasp. I figured out what I'm going to do with the clasp part. I'm going to use wire, so we'll work on that tomorrow. Or next time you see me. This ring is finished. It feels like it's dry. I'm excited about wearing it. It's going to be fancy. I'll wear this to go grocery shopping. I don't care. I will do it. Definitely. So that'll be nice. This ring I made, I'll probably show you guys how I did that. This is supposed to be silver wire, but it's got copper showing through it, so it must have been plated. I must have marked it wrong or something. But this is a pearl. This is a freshwater pearl inside there. So this ring I got at Kohl's for 20 bucks. So, all right, we will set this aside. And I'll shine that up tomorrow, but for tonight, I think that's it. So I will meet you guys back here tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Okay, so it's the next day. Everything's dried overnight, and it looks like everything's doing really good. It's all set where it needs to be. So I'm going to call this piece finished. And I really like the way the colors have blended on this. It reminds me of Louisiana for some reason, with the purple and the green like that. So that one's good for me. This one looks pretty good in the light of this new day. I really like the way the silver, kind of comes through with the green over the top of it. So that's good. This one's set, so that's good. Happy with that. So now for this, I know I mentioned what I was going to do for this one, and see how it's got this part here and then it's got this part here, and I don't have a little clasp end to put in there because it was just one piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wire and let's see, where's my flush cutters? And I'm probably going to do about 2 inches. And I'll do 2 pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fish it through here like this. Okay. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Push it through there. And now I'm going to wind this up and make loops so that I can attach either, bead stringing wire or even the stretchy material. So I think I'm going to try to hold this because it does slip. So we're going to do right there. Hold it steady. I'm going to snip it like this. And then I'm just going to wind it like this. And then I'm going to do this one till I get a little bit of a loop. So there's that side. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing. Let me even these up. Let me turn the light on here, which is actually hopefully going to have my battery charged. There we go. The little light stopped blinking. I'm like, oh no, don't die. Don't die, camera. Okay, so then I'm going to put this way and just make a loop here. And I'll do the same thing with this one and make a loop. There we go. So now we have 2 loops on each side, and this is ready to be made into a bracelet, which I will do on the next video. So I want to say thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, please hit the please hit the dislike button. It's fine. I'm happy to know whether you like it or whether you don't like it. And then hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. And if you want to see how I turn this into a bracelet. All right. Well, you guys have a great evening and take care, and I will see you next time.